I want to talk to you guys today about workflows and automating your business. Y'all, this is something that I found way too late in my client-based business, and I wish I would have found sooner, but you need workflows. You need them. You need workflows in every point of your business, client-based or not. That really has nothing to do with it. But I wish I would have found this when I was working more with clients and really able to utilize it to the best of its ability. I am obsessed with workflows. So in my general everyday, day-to-day process, I use Trello, and you guys can sign up for Trello using the link below. But I use Trello to really manage my team. We have everything laid out in what needs to be done this day, that day, the next day, this month. We have like a blog workflow board that helps us move things from, not done yet to done and all of this stuff. I use Trello to really hone in on my biggest workflows in my business now in what it looks like right now. But when I was taking on clients and when I was really, really needing to send contracts and invoices and emails and welcome forms and all of these things, I stumbled around for a long time trying to find one that worked really, really well. And I found one, and I want to share it with you guys, and I'm getting nothing from sharing this with you, I promise, because it's just seriously that amazing. And it is Dubsado. What Dubsado is it's a customer management system. So basically, you can take things in Dubsado as far as somebody filled out a contact form, it can automatically send them a quote. It can automatically send them the whatever. It can automatically create a job with their profile. Then you can create the contract. It can send the contract for you and snowball all these other steps that we're all sitting here doing ourselves. And I promise you don't have to. So today, that's really what I'm talking about, is how I manage my business right now as it is with Trello, and then how I was managing my business on the client end with Dubsado, so that you guys can see some of my favorite productivity and workflow tools. So let's get started. I'm going to admit that once I got ready to record this video, I realized that I feel like my Trello boards might be a mess, but it works for me. So basically, if you're not familiar with Trello, you have lots of boards that you can have. I have all these. Some of these I don't use. I need to go in and delete them. But you can have lots of boards and lots of things on them. So I have a team board, which has some team meetings, some of my goals, some of my social media strategies, webinar dates, new courses I'm releasing, templates for different things, email templates, clients, and all this stuff. So not only do I have that, but I also have the calendar, and this is where I live. So you can switch to a calendar view and actually see things on a calendar like this. But we set things up in a Monday through Friday work view. So I have a tab, and Brittany, my assistant, has a tab, and we have things under each one. So, like today, I need to record these screenshots for videos, and it's under my tab, and then Brittany has this under hers. And once it's completed, I will drag it down to completed, and Brittany will archive it. So we have like weekend if I do want to do some things. On the weekend, I also have next week or future. So if I'm in my calendar view and I'm just adding things, like if I go down in here and I want to add something, I will make sure to just add it to the next week or future list. So another way that I use this is my blog workflow. So here's a bank of ideas for Think Creative Collective, because I'm a contributor over there. Blogs in the queue. So these are blogs that, I'm currently doing. This is Need Content Upgrade. I can edit my labels, so I have completed and scheduled this. It doesn't need a content upgrade anymore, and neither does that one, so I'm actually going to drag these over here. Finalized and scheduled. So that's sort of how our blog process works. I know that once I've written these and recorded the videos, I can drag them over to the need content upgrade if I need to, or the complete except video, or the finalized and scheduled. So for instance, all of these currently in my queue have an upgrade already done, so I could just drag them once I'm done writing them over here to complete except video. So that works really well for me to sort of look and see where I'm at. We have a webinar workflow that's very similar, and a newsletter workflow that's similar. And then I do things like my weekly meal plan. So I have a shopping list for this week. I have the recipes I want to make, and I have put all of my recipes on a day. So I use Trello basically just to manage my life, to be totally honest, and manage my to-do list. Now, some of these things seem redundant that I have like cards for them instead of just one big to-do list, but you can have it either way. So if I wanted to go into Jessica, and it says no kids because I don't have my kids on Thursdays and Fridays, and I wanted to add a checklist of all the things I needed to get done today, I could do that. I choose not to because I like to see every little thing broken down. And then each of those things might have a checklist. So like this has a checklist. So that's how I use Trello. Now let's move on to Dubsado as a way to manage clients. So I'm just going to log in here. So I don't do a ton in Dubsado anymore just because I don't do a lot of client work anymore. So, but when I do, what my favorite part of Dubsado is that everything can be automated. So this leads box, these are people who've filled out a form on my website. So I have a form that I created in Dubsado and then put inside of a page on my website. So when someone makes an inquiry, they automatically get added to the leads in Dubsado, which is really awesome. Then I can go in from there and communicate with them, do whatever I need to, etc. Now, the best part I think about this ever is the workflows. So I'm going to go into my workflows, and this is for a graphic and web design project. So what happens is I get the graphic project and I'm ready to get started, and I put them in a job and I say, okay, like this person is ready. All I have to do is create their invoice and their contract. The rest of it is automated, and the invoices and contracts are all templated, so that's not really that hard of an ask. So what I do is go in and I will, say, okay, here's their contract, here's their invoice, and as soon as I hit send on the contract, it goes through this workflow. So once the contract is signed, it will send the invoice. Once the invoice is paid in full, it will send them the new client form that tells them like the information I need from them. Once I have that, it will send them an email that basically says, yay, we're all excited to get ready on your project, and gives them a welcome packet and a few other things that I include. And then one day before their project starts, they get another email. So you can automate so much with these workflows, and I find it to be such a relief to be able to edit and not have to worry about editing every single client's workflow. I just edit it once, and then it all goes from there. And it will insert their name and their project date and their specific contract link and all of that stuff. And it's just an amazing system. So there's so much more to it than I have showed you, but I really just wanted to show you how I manage workflows when I work with clients.